If thinking about politics or COVID or just life in general is stressing you out right now, you're not alone. Burnout is impacting a lot of people right now. Amity spoke with the author of 24 Ways to Move More. Nicole Tsong is her name, and she got some advice.
Well, Nicole, it's so good to see you again. In the past, you've helped us kind of feel better after sitting and being stuck inside for so long. But right now, we are really starting to feel the effects of COVID burnout. And you actually have some great tips on that. First tip, you say start your day phone free.
That's right, Amity. It's so good to be back here with you talking about this topic because I feel like it's just everywhere. I've talked to so many people about burnout. And one of the really biggest causes for so many of us is our phones, because it's just constant input all day. And so one of my favorite things, and this works so well for my clients, is to start setting a new rule in the morning of 10 minutes minimum phone free. Because what do we usually do? You wake up, and if your phone's your alarm, and then you're in bed, and then you start scrolling through your email and social media and the news. And what's happening is everybody else's priorities are coming right at you right away, instead of you actually spending some time for yourself. And so the biggest thing is to stop that as soon as possible. Start your day clear and free of any phone influence as much as possible.
Okay, I love this. Maybe actually it's time to get a real alarm clock and leave the phone in another room. But there's two parts to your 10-minute rule, right? What's part one?
So part one is like, oh, okay, now I don't have my phone. So what do I do with this? And this is my favorite thing, is to start to create something for yourself in the morning, some kind of routine or a ritual. And you know me, I'm a movement person. I love movement as one of the first things you do. You could roll out a yoga mat and do a little bit of stretching. You could do a walk. But also sometimes my clients, for a lot of them, it's like taking your cup of coffee outside, breathing a little bit of fresh air, 10 minutes just for you. And I know there's probably quite a few moms out there and they're like, what do I do with my kids? And if it's possible to get up before them, or like one of my clients, her kids, you know, they can watch TV on their own, and it's just a compromise that really works for her to start her day grounded.
100% agreed. I always wake up before my kids. It changes the whole day. If I wake up at the same time, it throws everything off. So great advice on that. What is part two?
So part two is starting to build some movement in through your day. So not only do we want to start our day as grounded and clear as possible, but actually also start to build in 10 minutes of movement. And I was actually talking with the University of Washington professor about this, and he said that actually what happened with COVID is we started to lose people who took transit, lost those 10 minutes of movement at a time from walking to the bus, walking to the office, and that all of those little 10-minute increments really add up. And so one of the things I love about that is that for us to start to break out of this mold that we have to work out for an hour at a time, and if I don't have an hour, like the day is shot, I can't do it. And to start to bring in the idea that you could actually just do 10 minutes, like in your house, you could walk around a little bit, you could do some lunges, you could do something just to get a little dance party with your kids, whatever it is. And to start thinking about it, that every 10-minute chunk matters, it makes a difference, instead of feeling like you have to carve out the hour and now we're commuting to places again and all of those pieces. Make it short and sweet.
I love that. I love the idea of a dance party. We used to do that. Why did we stop? I love that. Okay, you also say to simplify with a walk. Does that help us focus?
It does. And there's actually all kinds of studies around how when you move your body, it generates hormones that are really the happy hormones that make you feel better. And a walk does it. And one of my things around it, if you say, okay, I'm going to simplify, I'm going to take a 10, 15-minute walk. I almost always walk longer, because once you're out there, you're much more likely to do it. And then walking is just really great. For me, if I get stuck on our project or I feel a little bit stressed, that's actually the time where I'm like, okay, instead of trying to force my way through whatever I'm trying to problem solve at work, I'm just going to go take a quick walk and see how I feel afterward. And it's really one of those powerful things that transforms your focus. You can have up to 2 hours of focus after moving your body for 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm like, well, why not go take a walk and just keep it really essential and then actually be more productive?
Okay. Another thing that you tell people to do is to do one new thing. All right. Like a new hobby?
Yeah, it could be a new hobby. Come from movement. I tried 300 plus classes for the Seattle Times when I wrote Fit for Life. And it's from there that I really learned the beauty of trying new things and how it actually proves to you can learn. So It could be a new movement like a dance class or doing something fun with a movement, but it could also be learning a new hobby like knitting or trying a new recipe. And I think what happens to us, and this is where burnout comes from, is we're just doing the same things over and over and over again. But actually, if you start to go and try something new, you can get this creative energy and spirit back in your life. And you're like, I am capable of doing new things. And then we can start to feel a little bit more playful and more joyful and not in the same rut of all I ever do is the same, whatever, 100 things you do in the day, but bring in a pop of joy and fun into your life and expand your mind.
Love that. After hearing all that, I actually feel very nice and relaxed. I might need to go outside for a walk.